Alright, it's time for the Elimination Chamber paper predictions. Or PLE
Yeah.
predictions. Whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was like, what is it actually, like a premier live event now?
Premium live event.
Premium live event. It's such a,
Because it makes sense. It's not a pay-per-view anymore. You don't pay
mm,
you don't pay per show now.
yeah, that is true. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to get used to when you're used to it being PPV the whole time.
So,
But it makes sense.
yeah. We got five matches on the card. So, Joy, are you ready to get into this? Because
I'm
we're
definitely ready.
we're recording this pretty late in like last minute, so
Yeah, and I need to get you this audio ASAP. So that's why I was hoping it'd be
it looks
a
pretty
shorter
short, but
card.
you know us.
Yeah, very true. Which is why I'm going to try to not ramble on a little too much. So,
Alright, so let's head on to the first match then. It is going to be a mixed tag team match with Edge and Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day.
which will be
Balor
Finn
and
and
Rhea.
Rhea? Okay. Who takes first?
You can go first.
I can go first. Okay. Um, as much as I like Finn, I think it makes more sense for Edge and Beth Phoenix to win, especially because Rhea Ripley is going to be leaving to go do her solo title thing, so her Judgment Day job is kind of dwindling a little bit because she's going to be more focused on trying to take the title off of Flair.
Right.
So I'm going to take Edge and Beth Phoenix. Marriage wins.
One one quick one quick thing I have about this match. Why isn't it Dominic and Rhea? Couple for
Because you
couple,
really want to trust the new kid to your group?
but then it'd be couple versus couple, kinda.
Allegedly, for story. Yeah.
His mommy.
Ugh, ew. I don't know. I mean, that would make more sense. But for me, it's like leader versus
Yeah, then
former leader.
then you got a kid, you know?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I don't think you would trust Dominic in this situation.
I mean, it makes
So
sense. So
they.
Edge or Dominic turned on Edge too. So you would think
That's true.
that he would want him. You know?
Yeah, I do think that at least Dominic will be getting involved. But I do think that it makes sense to have the leader of the group be the one that actually takes it on. I mean, that's your job.
Yeah, I guess it's a little weird. You know?
Yeah. I mean, from a story perspective, that makes sense. You're right.
But with Finn and Rhea taking the helms, I'm going for Edge and Phoenix.
Yep. So far.
They seem to be having their number in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Other than when they literally tried to kill Phoenix at Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that vaguely.
But other than that,
That's messed up.
they kick their ass every time.
Mm-hmm.
So Edge and Phoenix. I mean, they might try that again, like try to destroy Phoenix again, but
Well, yeah, because I mean, you have to think that she would technically be the weak link. But I don't know. Honestly, I'm looking
she
forward to
wasn't.
seeing.
She did look weak at the Rumble.
No, not a bit.
Although Rhea didn't look weak either, being speared and still winning the match.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm looking forward to seeing Rhea and Beth just like go at it.
one on
I think
one.
that's gonna be really fun. Yeah.
But for this match, I'm saying Edge and Phoenix, and you are too, correct?
Yep.
All right. This
So
looks like a tie again.
yeah, I don't know. I think that the chamber matches is gonna be where we differ.
That's going to be like not really because at Rumbles we agreed with.
I mean, true, true.
Although,
But here we don't really have the Cody Rhodes saga to lean on.
although
So
me do the Rumble was just like, hee hee, they both have nightmares.
Yeah, it's a nightmare theme. Let's just go with
And
that.
then it just played out correctly, you know?
Yeah, and then it actually worked. Just like you, that was the luckiest logic ever.
That was the luckiest ass pull of my life.
I don't know. You getting the Edge pick right in the Rumble last year was pretty cool.
I'm doing
Just out of
I'm doing
nowhere.
pretty good if I could pull an ass picks, you know?
Yeah, surprisingly.
But we'll see how it goes for the stream first, I guess. There's a lot less options, so it should be luck be in my favor a little more. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, and the next match is going to be Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. I'm taking this matchup, and I will be choosing Big Bob for this one.
Oh, okay. What's your logic behind that?
Because if you didn't know, MVP is trying to rebuild the Hurt Business, you know?
Oh, I mean that makes sense. I didn't see that at all, but I mean, of course you'd try to recruit Bobby Lashley back into it.
And plus, every member of the Hurt Business has said off script that they want their stable back together, you know?
Mm-hmm. It
So,
makes sense.
and MVP already has Benjamin Alexander under his wing again, so.
Mm-hmm.
All that's left is to get Big Bob back into it.
Yeah. I would still, if I'm Lashley, I would wait a little bit
Although,
and you know, make him woo you a little, but
if they do this, what's gonna happen to fucking Amos? Like, he's still with MVP.
I mean, why couldn't he be part of it?
Because
He
I
still fits
don't
the
know.
criteria.
I don't know if I would like to be hanging with somebody who my mentor turned on me with. You know,
That's true.
like if you turn on me, if you turn on me, and with another person, and you're gonna say, hey, let's all work this out, guys. I'm gonna say no, fuck you. You know.
Well, I mean, that does kind of add an extra layer of intrigue, though. Like, you're always going to be wondering if Omos is going to be, like, scheming to turn on them now.
And also MVP, like you don't know his game plan. You know.
Oh, you can never trust MVP. You never could.
Because you're gonna always think in the back of your head, is he gonna turn him out again? You know.
Once a player, always a player.
Literally.
Exactly. So, I mean, I can see that. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with that whole side of things, but it is interesting to think about. I think, for me, I'm also taking Lashley. Not only do I just really like Lashley, but he's been more dominant over Lesnar over these last few matchups that they've had, so he should, in theory, be fine and prove that he is the
I
younger,
mean,
better, faster, stronger version of Lesnar.
not just credit him, but I think every one of his matches with Brock Lesnar ended in some kind of interference. Or
Yeah, that is fair.
so not to discredit him, but he hasn't had
I mean, but
he hasn't had a
also
clean one-on-one match yet.
it also hasn't been a clean one-on-one with Lesnar either. So none of Lesnar's matches with him have been clean. So we could discredit him too. Which is why I'm really hoping that MVP doesn't get involved in this, just because we would like to finally have this be the match.
That we
You know,
can
we've been
look back
wanting,
on.
yeah, we've been wanting Lashley and Lesnar since
Everybody,
Lesnar came
everybody
back.
wants Brock versus Bobby.
Yeah,
Everybody does.
that's
You can
that's
see
that's
the
been the
hype.
dream.
You can see the hype from everybody.
So they need to just let it happen, but they're them, so I don't think they're going to.
It would be a hell of a matchup, though. These two behemoths fucking going at it.
Oh yeah.
Them doing it on a Raw was cool too, you know.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, they're very, very
Fucking
good. And they're well
Bobby
evenly
dropping
matched, so.
Lesnar in a weird position on the table.
Hmm.
He kind of like fucking back dropped him and he fucking landed really awkwardly. It was kind of scary, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, it could be. But that's what happens
But
every now and then.
Brock's a beast. He probably didn't feel it.
Well, I'm sure he felt it, but it's easier for him to bounce back than someone like Theory getting slammed in the same position.
All right, so we both agreed on Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, right?
Yep, we did. So we are still tied.
Yep. On the next matchup, that's gonna be for you. Well, it's not gonna be for you. They're not fighting for you, but
Shame.
it's gonna be for the. It's gonna be the Women's Elimination Chamber match. And there's a lot of names, so bear with me.
Okay.
But yeah, Asuka, Morgan, Cross, Raquel, Talia, Carmella.
Okay. And this is for the number one contendership for
Yeah, just
Bianca
contender,
Belair.
just contendership match.
Okay. Um. Well, I'm torn.
I got a couple of options.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm torn. One of them isn't currently on Raw, so that would be different. But then again, Raw's competitors taking on SmackDown's champion, so it would make like a good trade-off, I guess. But I think I'm gonna go against my better judgment with that side of it, and I'm gonna take Asuka.
Okay.
She's on Raw. She has a bit of a history with Bianca Belair, a little bit.
And she's been refurbished.
Yep, and she's been having a bit of a resurgence now that she's come
Dark
back.
Asuka.
So, yeah, she's a Dark Asuka now, which is great. Her face paint on point. It was so good.
Dark type Asuka.
Yeah. I wonder what shiny Asuka would look like.
Probably had that fucking like sherbet hair back.
Yeah, yeah. Or it would be like a guard chomp, and it's just like a very tiny color change, and that's all you get. I hate that so much. Anyway, I'm taking Asuka just because I do think that with her resurgence and her history with Belair, and the fact that she's actually on Raw, it would kind of make more sense.
That guy has such a Belair though. Unless it turned on her, Asuka's going to probably turn on her.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but sometimes being a woman on an island is a good thing.
Man,
Because you only need you.
Man, poor Belair.
Hey, she's a beast. She got this. Maybe.
Who was your other person you was torn on? Because I think we had the same options again.
Probably. I was thinking Liv.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it wasn't the same.
No.
Oh.
I was going to say Asuka and fucking Raquel.
I would love for Raquel to win it. But for me, she's still kind of green.
But she's a beast, though.
She is a beast, but she's still kind of green. She made a few mistakes in the Rousey match that you could clearly see. So she's there. But
yeah, but give her a chance, and she'll probably run with it.
oh yeah, 100%. I think she does get that title, she will run with it for sure.
I'm not going to choose her. I'm going to choose Asuka, but still.
Wow. Okay. Oh, she's a beast. She'll be fine. I'm not going to say that she's going to win, but she'll be fine.
She might come close.
Yeah, I could see her being final two. And then Asuka makes her tap with an arm bar on that arm that's already been proven to be injured in the past. So it would make sense.
Yeah, her weakened arm.
Yeah. I don't know how weakened it still would be, but it's going to be a target regardless.
It's probably fully healed by now.
Oh yeah, fully healed. But it's been proven to be a sore spot, technically. So, if you have any kind of weakness, they will exploit it.
Once injured, always injured.
Mm-hmm.
in the world wrestling, once you're injured, you're always gonna be having that injury.
Yeah. Well, it's really hard to escape from. Like, people will always attack your leg if you've had a torn ACL. At any point, they will just. It's a target now, because it's going to be forever.
And even years down the line, they still target that one body part because of the history.
Yep, exactly.
So we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to choose Asuka because Dark type Asuka is awesome.
It is.
And you know that I like Dark type Pokemon, so.
This is very true.
We managed to incorporate Pokemon into this match. Nice.
We did. Of course we would, though. It's us.
You got fucking Pokemon fan nerd right here.
And I'm currently training in a Platinum ROM, so I dabble.
Yeah.
I was training on some Garchomps. That's why I brought that up, because I just keep having to slow down the ROM to make sure that I didn't accidentally kill a shiny. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah. Alright, so we're both going for Asuka here, right?
Yep, so we are still tied, miraculously.
Alright, on to the next matchup. Alright, and the next matchup is the men's Elimination Chamber match. This one is for a championship. The United States Championship to be exact.
I'm already disappointed, you can tell.
Yeah.
Rick this match.
Because your best friend Austin Theory is this matchup. Speaking of Theory, we got Theory defending his championship against Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. And it's my match,
Yours.
right?
Yep. I have the women.
Alright, I have options here.
Yeah, I have 3 options after looking at the list again.
I have 3 options.
Probably the same 3.
Okay, I can see Austin retaining. Which is great for you.
Great. Just, I love it. I love the story arc and scenario that has been rumored. It just fills me with joy.
I can see Gargano winning it.
Oh. Okay.
And I can see Ford winning it.
Oh, we do not have the same options at all, actually. So that's interesting.
My final 2 picks are going to be Montez and Austin, but if I had to choose one of them, it would probably be Austin. I'm not sure about this at all.
I know, yeah, same. My 3 were Theory, unfortunately. Rollins, because of the competitors, he is pound for pound the better.
The strongest.
Yeah, he is the better competitor of all of them that is in there. And I think that considering that the U.S. title is kind of that brand's major title right now, since Reigns is, holding everything and he's over on the other side, having Rollins be your flagship champion for a bit would make the most sense for me. Because he is, like you said, he is the strongest one. And then I had Bronson Reed as a dark horse option.
Really? Well,
yeah.
Here's the thing. You said Raquel is so green, she's not even a threat. But you go for Bronson Reed, who's even less green, who's even more green.
Right, I know, but here's my thought process. That's why I said it was a dark horse option. Because was he the same one that was a champion in NXT?
Yeah, he was a North American champion, I think.
Okay, so being a champion there and then immediately being thrust into a championship chance here, you're going to come in a little bit chippy, thinking that you own the place and thinking that you deserve the title, and that might serve him well.
Here's the thing. He'd been champion like a year ago. He'd been fired for like a half a year.
which is another point of having a chip. So I'm just saying that I'm not going with him by no means, but I do have him as a out of left field kind of pick, where I think it'd be fun if he did win it, just because who in their right mind would expect it?
I mean, I think Russ Reed is a pretty good competitor, but he's like Raquel. He's super green to be competing in this type of match.
Yeah. With these guys, no, definitely not. But I do think that it would be interesting to see him actually win it, or at least do well. Because if he does well, then it'll do well for him going forward. Like, it'll open up more opportunities.
I do want to see Ford win it because I do want to see him have like a singles career. Hopefully, hopefully they don't break up the Street Profits. Hopefully this would be just be like a solo adventure like the New Day did.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Hopefully they don't split up, but
They might.
again, it's them.
They're planning on
So,
doing it anyway, so.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Which
And then
sucks
one of them will
because
be the bad guy.
which sucks because Angela Dawkins might not be there for long without Montez because they don't seem like they care about him that much.
Yeah, he doesn't have the same star power that Ford does, which is really unfortunate because he's legit in the ring, but that doesn't seem to be what the E really seems to care about. So
Montez does seem like the better of the two.
just all around in-ring athleticism and the mic skill that they require and the personality and pizzazz. So, but for my pick,
Go ahead.
I am very mad at the idea of Theory winning, but I kind of see that happening.
We're agreeing again?
Unfortunately, as much as I want to go with Rollins,
Bro.
I think I have to take Theory. The story makes too much sense for him to lose.
I like it. We're going to differ on the Chamber match. Chamber comes. We both agree on both of them.
Honestly. Yeah. I didn't expect you to go with Asuka. I thought for sure you were going to take Liv, and so that was what I thought we should
I gave up on her. I don't.
Ooh, harsh. I haven't.
She failed me too many times. Now watch she'll win.
Right? Yeah. It's Bianca Belair all over again.
Yeah, except this is a complete opposite Bianca Belair situation. She won't win unless I go for her, or unless I don't go for her.
Right.
But yeah, we agreed on all of them so far, and I don't think it's going to stop with the last match.
I highly doubt it. I really didn't want to agree with you on Theory, but I'm trying.
You're trying to do what, like him?
No, tolerate him. I don't want to like him, but I'm trying to not hate him.
I don't know why you don't like him. He's been called the new Randy Orton.
I think that's probably why I don't like him. Never replace the one before you.
Everybody's called him the new fucking legend killer, Randy Orton.
And there goes my problem. You can't just use a former great persona.
Why not? They do it all the time.
No, they don't. There hasn't been a new Doctor of Thugonomics. There hasn't been a new Sergeant Slaughter. There hasn't been a new Heartbreak Kid. Leave the Legend Killer alone and just go on your own path. If you want to do the same attitude, that's fine. But don't Don't think that you're on his level and start comparing yourself to what he's done, because you're not.
You fucking Tyler Breeze wannabe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
And that's my problem too.
Okay.
The little stupid selfie stick thing.
Yeah,
and all his cameras. When Randy Orton was on his rise, he did it all basically on his own, without all this extra flash and push. And
I mean, Austin's doing it too on his own, kinda.
see, it's the kinda that gets to you.
Who helped him out in the last couple times? Nobody.
You're asking somebody who doesn't actually watch.
Neither do I, but I know that nobody really helped Austin Theory get to where he was. He did it on his own.
I will concede to that part at least. I just I don't know. His attitude is just very.
He's cocky. You like cockiness.
I do, but not in like a Tyler Breeze feather boa selfie stick kind of way.
You like Breeze too.
Not when he was the gorgeous guy. I liked him when he was a cop. There's a difference.
You didn't like gorgeous Tyler Breeze?
No, I did not. I found him to be very annoying. I didn't like him until he was doing the Fashion Police with
Fandango. Dirty Dango.
Dirty Dango.
I like that new name.
Mm-hmm. It suits him.
Yeah, he's with Impact now.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll go back to watching Impact?
Maybe. I don't know if Dango is somebody that I would actually follow throughout the industry, but I do like him, so we'll see.
Alright, and on to the last match. Alright, and the last matchup is going to be for you, correct?
Yep.
Alright, this one's going to be for the undisputed WWE Universal 24/7 Championship.
24/7? Really?
I said.
Did he sneak in? Did he sneak in and win that one too?
I said 24/7, not 2020, not 24/7.
You said 24/7.
I did.
Yeah.
But who knows with Reigns? You know, he might collect all the titles.
Oh, that's what I asked. What do you do? Sneak in and win that one too?
Maybe he's not retired. Maybe he just Reigns has it.
It'd be so funny.
Anyway,
Just comes out there with all 3 belts on it.
yeah.
Surprise.
No, Paul holding all 3 titles. Paul is really the champion. Reigns just is advocate.
Oh my god, imagine that swerve if Paul Heyman was the 24/7 champion and just nobody knew, so he's like the longest reigning ever because no one knew that he had the title. That'd be amazing.
A legend, you know?
Yeah. I mean, true legend. He already is a legend anyway, but that would definitely cap it off.
Anyway, for the Big Dogs Championships,
Yeah.
we got Reigns defending his title against the former honorary Uso, Sami Zayn.
Or little Usi. As much as I want to go with Sami Zayn because it's in Montreal
Canada.
And it makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense that the hometown guy would win.
Especially with how over he is right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think what's going to actually happen is that he's going to lose because Reigns wins.
LOL.
And then, and then come Mania, he will cost the title off to Cody. Or the title will be taken from Sammy. He'll have it won by like Solo or something. And that's going to set up Sammy and Kevin getting the tag titles off of the Usos at WrestleMania. So WrestleMania will be the end of the Bloodlines' reign. when Cody beats Reigns and those two beat the Usos, which I really like the idea of.
See, okay, here I have a situation for both these people here.
Okay.
Reigns, because Reigns wins, LOL.
Uh-huh.
But also Sami Zayn, because he's still kind of with Jey Uso. And even though he's not supposed to be there.
True. My problem though is I don't trust it. I know like what the arc is doing right now, but I don't trust that Jay is legitimately gonna be on Sammy's side. I don't think you can trust that.
I mean, he might not, but
Yeah.
imagine the swerve that Jay goes back on Reigns' bad side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it would be a really good swerve. It'd be fun.
He knows
Really fun.
what Sami is going through right now. He's been there.
Yep.
He knows exactly.
Yes.
He knows exactly what's happening to Sami right now.
Yeah.
So that might kind of set with him for a little bit, you know.
It could, and I do think it'd be really fun if it actually did play out that way. But I just don't think. I don't see it. I think that he's going to stay with the family because it's family. At the end of the day, it's family. And if he's going to turn on Reigns, it's one thing, but turning on his own brother is something completely different. Well, brothers is different, so I do think that eventually he'll turn on Sami again. But I just don't see Sammy's arc being the major champion.
We're such that I want him to win it so bad.
Oh yeah, I want him to, and I think that he would be a great champion, and I think that he's deserving of it because he is, very competent in the ring. My problem is we've already set in motion the Reigns and Rhodes thing when Rhodes and Paul Heyman did their whole meeting in the ring.
Yeah, so, and then if say wins it, and then it's like, oh.
Yeah, then this whole thing is blown up for no reason, and now we're gonna have Rhodes and Sami? They have no beef. Why did we bother building this whole thing up? And then we have Reigns' rematch clause to take into account. So then Reigns is gonna get a rematch clause against Sami.
Triple threat at WrestleMania.
Oh, I'd hate that. That's not what Cody won. Cody didn't win a triple threat match. He won
a 1v1 match.
Right, with Reigns. And so I think for continuity and consistency, Reigns has to win. Otherwise, what's the point in this whole thing with Cody taking the title back to Raw?
But remember WrestleMania 30? Daniel Bryan didn't get a one-on-one match. He got a triple threat.
This is true, but also Vince likes Cody. They never liked Daniel Bryan.
Well, Batista won that match. Batista won the Royal Rumble, so he did get the match. But
I mean, fair, yeah. But they went out of their way to mess over Bryan. That was the whole point of it. It wasn't against the Rumble winner. It was
maybe Zayn will be the new Daniel Bryan.
I could see that. They both have the same
beard.
Well, yes, there's that. And insane personality and taking risks and a little bit devious, and the fans behind him. We've got this whole
he's like the fucking the ultimate face.
I mean, kind of, which is crazy to me to think because he was kind of a heel for a while. Sami was.
Yeah, he was a heel.
When he was going crazy.
He was a heel for 5 years till now.
Yeah, yeah. His whole
conspiracy thing.
Yeah, the paranoia, the hiding behind semi-trailers. It was hilarious, and I loved it personally, but the fans were kind of against him for a while, and then all of a sudden he starts becoming the face of the faction. Yeah, then he was the favorite Uso.
And then he got love out of nowhere.
Yeah, that is really funny how that whole thing happened now that I'm thinking about it.
That's why I want him to win it, because he has the fans behind his back so hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh yeah, and he'll get there eventually. I do think. I just think that it'll be more along the lines of him and Kevin together, more so than him being the major champion of the entire organization.
Just imagine the pop that would happen if Sami Zayn wins.
It would be huge. It would be absolutely huge.
Of course, I'm kind of biased because I don't want Reigns to be champion anymore. He's been champion for 3 fucking years.
Yeah, and I think having him lose at WrestleMania would be a fine cap to his reign.
Although it is kind of bearable when you realize that this might be Reigns' last hurrah with his leukemia. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, not only that, but he's gonna want to go away and do the whole Hollywood thing anyway. So.
Because I do have heard that
Wow, English, nice, good job.
I have heard that Reigns is kind of on his way out with his history with leukemia not making him a mainstay for very long. You know.
Yeah, and he had mono for a while. He got sick with that too. So he's had a few battles here and there. Plus, he already has an exit strategy and plan. So he was kind of given the title up until he was ready to not have the title anymore. And so I think that Mania is where you want to go out. If you're gonna go out, you're gonna go out on top. So
yeah, go out on the fucking biggest show. You know.
Yeah, no one's gonna want to go out to. This is gonna sound horrible because I do think that he's very credible, but no one wants to go out losing to Sami Zayn at a chamber. Like it's not a very memorable event.
Yeah.
Like you want to have some kind of big time story arc to it.
Right.
Which would be the whole setup that they were doing with Paul Heyman and Rhodes and the history of that. And so it'll be interesting to see all that play out too. But unfortunately, I have to go with Reigns.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to too because it's Rhodes versus Reigns. You know.
Right. It was never meant to be Rhodes versus Sammy.
But hey, I'm all for being wrong. If they,
me too. If they want to give Sammy the title on this, I'm more than happy for that. Maybe he'll be the honorable one to split the titles up.
Although I do hope that Cody wins because he was thinking about bringing back the Winged Eagle Championship, the championship from like the '80s.
Yeah, that's more his style. He's definitely the traditionalist.
And he did it before he brought back the old Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, that's his thing to do. So I think that if he were to win the title at Mania, then he's going to split them, bring back the winged one for Raw's major title,
and maybe bring back the World Heavyweight Championship.
I love that so much. Please, I miss that title. And then send that one over to SmackDown and have them hold it up in a tournament like you're supposed to do. So I think that Cody would be the right person to set things back on track. And so that's how I see things going down, and that's where I'm going to stay on the ship until it eventually crashes.
All right. So both go over Reigns here. We agreed on every matchup again.
Yep, that's 2 in a row.
You gotta love it.
Yay.
I think I'm still winning though, so we're fine.
Yeah, you are.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our chamber prediction video.
Mm-hmm.
We will cut it here, and hopefully things turn right, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully all goes well. If y'all liked it, be sure to let us know. Check out the links down below for the usual stuff, and we will catch you for Mania.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing a premiere for Mania.
We should either premiere it or go live with it, one of the two. Let us know what you guys want to see. If you want to see it streamed, let us know.
Alright guys, see you later.